Hey everyone, welcome to episode 12, and I'm actually very excited to bring you this episode today. I've got a bunch of really cool things that we're going to do. I've got a bunch of stuff mod related that we're going to be working on today in my hotbar there, and I've got some cool stuff, and I'm really excited because it's been a while, and I've got some really cool new things, and I'm really happy with myself because I got a mod that I've been trying to get working and it's awesome, and I think it may be too soon to tell, but I think it's my favorite mod ever. I don't know why, but there's just something about world generation that I love. And you're probably thinking, world generation? That doesn't make any sense. If I installed a world generation mod, I'd have to make an entirely new world. Well, don't worry, I'm not doing that. But first of all, let's show you everything that I've done so far. The first thing is here, a C and a J, just for me and my girlfriend. I got bored and I made some Nitor and whatever. Some of you may think that's cheesy. If you feel that way, then okay. I put this chest here. This chest resembles like everything that I want to turn into EMC, and as EMC wise, I've got my Klein Star here. It doesn't have much EMC in it. I've also got this collector here, and I'll be upgrading this guy soon, maybe this episode. And you'll see what I mean by that soon. And over here, we don't have many items. We've used a lot of them. And also, I'm going to debut my favorite item from Thaumcraft right now, and it's what I've got in my hand. This is the Sword of the Zephyr. This guy is awesome. It enables basically a sort of flight. Watch this. Do you see that? I just right clicked, and as long as I have it in my hand, every few seconds I can do this. There we go. Pretty cool. Also, anytime it's in my hand, I will fall slower, which is really nice. And as you can see, I'm sort of backing into my entrance here because the huge, major, amazing thing that I've been working on is my Thaumcraft room. Now, in the end of episode 11, you probably were face palming because I was just failing so hard at Thaumcraft, and it was really bad and kind of embarrassing. And to be honest, I was really tired. And I spent all the time that I was unable to record fixing it, and it looks awesome now, and it works really well. So without further ado, here is my Thaumcraft room. Ta-da! Now a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Over here we've got this thing is completely surrounded by Brandon jars. I've been working hard to get that. We've got 4 condensers here. I don't remember if I had these guys before or not because it's been so long. But basically, they take crystals and they turn them into raw vis. And I've made this a glass floor so that you can see everything that's going on underneath. These conduits are sending the vis into this line right there. Now what that line does is vis goes this way, taint goes this way. All my taint is being stored right in here, and this does go up to the surface so that there's more storage, and this guy doesn't because I won't really ever need it. This is the Thaumic Restorer. You can see the vis flowing into there, and it just restores basic items. This is the crystallizer, which is new. I can take depleted crystals, such as these 6, and it will turn them into a random other crystal, and there's a higher chance depending on what biome you're in, and I don't know what biome I'm in. We're just going to switch that to recipe mode because I don't need to cheat, nor have I been cheating. And this is the infuser, which is working fine. I'm going to explain everything down below in a minute. Here's the dark infuser hooked up to 2 arcane bellows so that they can what these guys do is when this is running, it makes it so that it can suck vis and taint more efficiently. There's also one behind it, and the reason that is because in order to wire this up, I had to run my conduits all the way around to the taint, because as you remember, the dark infuser needs taint and vis. The last thing here is my newest item. This is the duplicator. This guy is awesome. You can place anything in there, and it will Okay, I am having a problem where if I run any of these four things at the same time, they have a problem like running together. I don't know why, but since this guy's running, that's not working right now. But what it does is when this symbol looks like this, it will repeat these and use a fair amount of V's to do that. And when it's like this, it'll do only once. Or if I put like a whole stack in there, it would repeat each one in the stack, which is neat. And that's basically how it works. It's really simple, and now I'm going to go downstairs and explain how everything works down there. But first of all, let's get a new item here. We've got a crystalline bell, and this guy is made using a piece of enchanted wood and a diamond, I believe. You'll see some of these crystals up here. Well, first of all, you're probably wondering how I got them there. If you take 9 of any kind of crystal and you put them together in a crafting table, you get a crystal ore, and what that lets you do is plant them down, and then if you have this guy, which I had to discover, anytime one is grown on it, boop, you get the crystal. Pretty simple, pretty awesome, and I've been doing that for a long time, and they do take quite a while to grow. And these have only been here, what am I trying to say? They've only got 2 branches. None of them have 3 yet because it takes so long. But it's, it's really helpful. I get a nice supply of crystals from it. And in here you're probably gonna be like, "Whoa, dude, what the heck happened? I've got all these fragments." Well, that's because I kind of did something. I'm not sure how people are going to react to it, but I've actually discovered everything. Believe it or not, I did go through and discover every single thing. The only thing that I don't have discovered is the last piece of the Eldritch, but when I try and research Eldritch fragments, it doesn't work, so yeah, I don't know. But I went through and I discovered everything, and some of you may like that, some of you might not, but that's okay. If you want to know about all these items, you can go check out the wiki, and if I use them, I'll view it in the Thaumonomicon first, and then I'll explain it. So we don't have anything in here, nothing at all, because if I try to, here, I'll just show you guys real fast. If I take a fragment of Eldritch Knowledge, and I put it in there, watch what happens. First of all, it's going to research really fast. And you see, I just got 3 more fragments of Eldritch Knowledge. That's all it does. I don't know why. Maybe the 12th Eldritch thing isn't in the game yet. I don't really know. But I'm sure once it's added, we can use those to get it. Now I'm about to look in this other chest here, and you're probably going to be amazed. Oh yeah, first of all, I found this in a dungeon thing, a mini dungeon, and that we're going to be getting to soonish. Also, in the top right there, you'll see my minimap shows little red dots. That's because I enabled it to show entities, so that's pretty cool. The green thing flying around that I'm pointing towards is a wisp, obviously, as it's moving so fast. Anyways, in this guy we have, bada bing, everything that I've discovered. So we've got the oh god, I'm gonna have to read through all of these, aren't I? Okay, here we go. Thaumium Crucible, Crucible of Souls, Boots of the Meteor, Quicksilver Core, Stabilized Singularity, Harnessed Rage, Concentrated Evil, Contained Emptiness, Arcane Focus Air, Sword of the Zephyr, Charm of Vigor, Charm of Life, Crystalline Bell, Void Chest, Thaumic Crystallizer, Thaumic Enchanter, Totem of Dawn, Arcane Focus Water, Void Bracelet, darn it I messed up, Wand of Reversal, Void Interface, do I have 2 of those? No, okay. Void Ingot, Eldritch Stone, Darkness Generator, Concentrated Taint, Potion of Purity, Mask of Cruelty, Thaumium Reinforced Tank, Wand of Bone, Void Cutter, Void Crusher, Charm of Cleansing, Charm of the Dead, Eldritch Keystone, Inert, Eldritch Mechanism, Inert Carpet, Hoe of the Mystic, Bow of Bone, Vampiric Enchantment, Charm of Souls, Brazier of Souls, Elemental Crusher, Elemental Cutter, Collected Wisdom, or wait, isn't that pronounced? Yeah, Occultic Enchanter, and Goggles of Revealing. Okay, holy cow. So what we're going to do, I just kept these here to show you exactly what I've found, but what we're going to do now, we don't need these anymore. This is an upgraded crucible, by the way, the Thaumium Crucible. It's more efficient, and if it has too many items in it, it won't overflow. Now what we're going to do with this, all these things, is just toss them in there. And since they have the same item ID, I can just rapidly tap Q and red power will replace them for me. Now let's just keep doing this. It's kind of fun to watch, maybe, I don't know. And we'll just keep doing this over and over and over. And it might be about to overflow, and then I can use that as an example of it not overflowing. Come on, overflow. There we go. Almost. And yeah, it's pretty much there. But what it's going to do is it's going to keep all of the items in there until they get fueled or turned into vis and taint. It will never overflow. So that's really cool. And also, let's check out. There was something I wanted to make. Let me search through here and figure out what I wanted to make. I probably, maybe should have kept those. I don't know. But I will be right back. You know what? We'll get to all that later. Let's get to our mod stuff. Okie dokie. So the first thing that we're gonna want to do is something really easy with IC2. I made sure I already have everything on me that I need. So let's get started. The first thing that we're gonna need to do is get ourselves. I got one too many tin. No, I didn't. Never mind. We're gonna want to do this. Get 6 RE batteries, and then we're gonna want to put them exactly like this. And we get a bat pack. Now this guy is awesome, and some of you were probably thinking, well, you know, that drill is pretty awesome, but it sure does run out fast. That's right, it does, and I hate it. But what we can do is charge up this bat pack, and it'll give us 6 batteries full worth of use. And when we use this guy, it will use the efficiency or the energy out of the bat pack instead of the drill. So we basically get 6 times the use, maybe 7, depending on how you look at it. I don't really know. So that's cool, and this guy should refill, and then once this runs out, the generator is going to start burning off some fuel until this guy fuels up, and I'll come back when that happens. There we go, all finished. Our bat box is starting to fill up with energy, and we can take that guy and just do this, and then of course we can take our chest plate and put it here, and then find our Klein star wherever I put it. Where did I put that thing? I think I put it over here, maybe? Over here. Oh gosh, where'd my Klein star go? I lost the other one too. I don't know where it went, I just lost it. I think that might be a bug. So that's not cool. I think maybe if you have an empty Klein star on you, you lose it sometimes. I don't know. Oh wait, did I put it in here? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we can just take this, and because I'm awesome, it's going to remember how much is in there, and then we can take it, and then we're going to put all this in there because we won't be needing any bookshelves anytime soon. Now, if you're smart, you realized what's wrong with this picture. The thing that's wrong is I picked up the iron chest when my thing was recharging over there. We're actually going to use it for something else, and it's the new mod that I told you all about. And I think for this, we're going to do it someplace different. So let's go do that. First of all, there appears to be some sort of a creeper or something over here, because I see a red entity dot. Okay, time to show you the last functionality of the Sword of Zephyr. You see that? The skeleton flew toward me. Pretty awesome. It actually has another functionality, but you don't see it very much. And he just burned up in the sun, which is what I was trying. And as you can see, I kind of went overkill on the whole taint storage, because you don't use it that much, really, to be honest with you. So you kind of need more storage, if that makes sense. Anyways, let's think about where we're going to want to do this at. I think in the side of this mountain would be a cool place. So we already have a little hole here, unintentional, but totally okay. So we're just gonna do this and then dig in a little bit, and I'm gonna kinda make a room, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, tell me how you think this looks. Pretty good, just a simple 8x9. Pretty nice, I like it. Now, let's get started. So, some of you may have guessed what I'm about to do if you are somewhat familiar with all the latest and greatest mods. I've got books, an ink sac, where feathers. Okay, let's get started. First of all, I'm going to place this chest right here, and then I'm going to get out my crafting thingy here, and I'm going to make a book. I'm going to put it right in there, and I'm going to make a linking book. That's right, I'm using Mystcraft. Mystcraft is amazing, and now we have a linking book for the overworld. That's the world that we're in right now. Most of you probably knew that. And if we were to use this book in any other dimension except this one, we would appear right there. So that's cool. And now, what we're going to do is bring up our crafting thing again. And we're going to take a book, and we're going to put a feather with it. And we get a descriptive book. Now this is our first one. And as soon as we put it into our inventory, we're going to get a description for it. Age 50, okay? I'm pretty sure that's random. I don't really think there's a point to it. And I did forget one thing. We're going to need some wood. So, let's just fly over here. And we don't have any wood, so let's just yank some out. There we go. We'll target that and pull out a stack. That's all we need, and then we'll burn up that. And now we're good to go. Alright, let's head back over. First of all, there is a zombie in my lake. Right? Oh, okay, he just despawned, I think. Or he's underground, I can't really tell. But, yeah. Now let's just zoom in here, and... Oh, that's not the right thing. Here we go. We're gonna put... I think this is the recipe, but don't get mad at me if it's not. We're gonna do that, not a trapdoor. Ink sac here, feather here, book here. Book here, feather there. No? Okay, let me check out the recipe. We're just gonna hit O, and there it is right there. Whoops, that's definitely not what I meant to do. Oh, duh, silly me. Okay, that there, take this away, and book there. There we go, we get a writing desk. Cool. So we're gonna take this guy. It actually is kind of like a bed. It's 2 blocks, so there we go. There's our writing desk. It looks just like a combination of a workbench and a bookshelf because that's what it is. It's a bench to help us work on books. So all we have to do is take our descriptive book here and place it right inside, and we can name it. Check it out. Let's call it Age 1. Cool. Now we're going to take this guy and we're going to travel to the age. But first I need to warn you of something. In a few cases with Mystcraft, there's an issue with the red power mod. And what it does is when it generates marble, it goes crazy and causes a crazy amount of lag. So if I think that that's about to happen, I'm going to cut the recording and come back when it's okay. So if that happens, I apologize. They're actually working on a bug fix, LRM and XCompWiz. LRM is the creator of Red Power, and the other one, XCompWiz, is the creator of Mystcraft. So let's get this in our hand and get ready. We just pull the book back and let go. Bam, there we go, saving chunks. Now hopefully this works on the first shot. It most definitely will because we're building the terrain quite fast. And let's see what kind of world we end up in. Ah, sweet. Okay, so there are a few things. First thing you're going to notice if you look up at the top right there, it's almost as if it's checkerboarded. And that is because, oh geez, okay, this is very dangerous. That is because it's a checkerboard biome. It's a split between 2 types of biomes. One would be a hell biome. That's why you see the ghast and the pigmen there. We've got some wooden tendrils. These guys are really cool. And that's also going to be quite overpowered with our Thaumcraft axe there. I'm kind of nervous. But now what we're going to want to... Oh god, okay. Now what we're going to want to do is go back to where we just came from. I didn't mean to wander off, but I did on accident. And we're going to Take this in our hand, put it there, and bam, we're gone. Okay, and just as expected, we appeared right here. Sweet. Now we've got this, age 1. So now let's do something with this age. First of all, let's put it in here and rename it. Let's call it Hell Wood Age. There we go. Now we can see these guys. Checkerboard biomes, plains. It was a plains and hell biome. We got some villages, wooden tendrils, villages again. That means double the amount of villages. Mine shafts, standard lighting, eternal dusk. That means it's forever dusk in that age. Standard terrain and normal sunset colors. So that is awesome. Now what we can do is take this guy out and I believe if we create a new linking book or a new descriptive book and we put it in there. Okay, no. Over here. We want to put it over here. Right? Right? Yes? No? Let me check something out and I'll be right back.